Hey YouTube, it's Devin Plays Games here, back with another video. This one is one of my favorite games since I was pretty young. I don't want to say my exact age, but I've been playing this for a long time, and it looks it's a little, it's a little confusing at first. It's really bright and colorful, and I'm gonna start a new garden. It's really bright and colorful. And I guess it's like a, I guess it's like, oh man, I don't know the word. Some sort of simulator. Ah man, I don't know the word, but I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit and just show you.
CDOS runs.
Okay, so I started a new garden, but I already know what to do. So basically, you start with this big area of land, and it's dry, and you have different tools, and it's like you're taking over a landscape, and you add like pets to it, animals to it, like a farm, or like a farm kind of, or like a park. There's birds, there's worms, there's dogs, cats, deers, different types of animals, and it's really clever how they name them. The catch is that the animals are pinatas, or pinatas, and you can, well, you know what a pinata is. You hit it and candy comes out. And we'll get into that later. It gets pretty complicated, but fairly easy. And let me just whack this hard soil. Okay, so I'm almost done whacking this soil, and I've already gotten one pinata, and it is a worm, or the whirlum. Whirlum 1, and then you can, let me see, I think you can rename it. I don't remember how to do that. Let's see. How do you rename it? I cannot remember. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can rename the worm, and I like, you know, going along with the whole clever name thing. So if it's like a worm, I'll name it like William, or if it's like a deer, I'll name it like Mr. Deer or something silly like that. And I like to give them human names, which is really funny. So let's just name this worm right here William. And you can buy accessories for them: clothes, hats, glasses, and oh, here's another animal you can get. There's different requirements that come out later in the game, and then you can get them. And first, they're white at first, as you probably saw. That, let me get out of here real quick. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's too far. Anyways, it's white. That animal's white, and this one right here is orange. You can't really see because of the TV, but it's orange. And I'll show you some blank animals at first, and then they get colored, and then you can whack them. I can actually whack this one right now, but I don't want to do that because I'm against animal cruelty. So I did a pretty sloppy job on the soil. You can make it really clean, but I left a lot of spots of hard dirt just because I wanted to hurry it up along. But now you can add grass, and you really have to. Oh look, I have a new Pinata visiting. And it shows you, and you see, like I said, it's white at first, and then it goes to color. But you need to get creative. Like, think outside of the box, read between the lines. Like, it doesn't tell you how to decorate, but like, say you want to do a smiley face with the grass. Oops, we'll put them with glasses. Say you want to do a smiley face with grass. And see, it didn't really tell you to do that. You can kind of see the smiley face, but you know, you just got creative. And so I'm gonna do the whole grass thing, and it'll show you like some animals might want lots of grass, some might want trees, some might want certain flowers, some might want certain food. And you just need to get that for them. And the part where it starts getting fun is where you might have to start sacrificing some animals to make way for other animals, because some of the items might get in the way. Like say a bumblebee wants a flower, like a poppy flower. And there's a fly, like or like a butterfly, yeah. And say the butterfly eats that flower, then you can't have the bumblebee anymore. So you have to get rid of the butterfly first, or get rid of the bumblebee and keep the butterfly. So you really have to use your brain a little bit. Just kind of strategize. Let me show you the menu. The menu, there's a couple different things. There's even a watering can. That comes in handy later for flowers and stuff. There's a store. I didn't finish putting the grass yet. Excuse me, I'm burping. I didn't finish putting the grass yet, but let me show you some flowers real quick. And I'm gonna go to the village, and I'm gonna buy some seeds.
Good morning.
So yeah, it's like a real...
Can I interest you in something seedy? No, I don't mean like that.
Yeah, they're a little cuckoo, crazy characters. It's a real innocent game. For one, it's great. It's a great game for kids, for being one of a kid's first games. Even for adults, it's still fun for adults too. If you like casual games, or if you're a hardcore gamer, you can, I don't know. So I'm gonna get, let's see, what kind of seed should I get? Simple flowers. Let's get a daisy. Okay, so you plant it, buy it, and it plants itself. But but you have to make sure, you see that? Right there, the watering sign on the leaf, you have to make sure it doesn't dry out. And another worm has just become a resident, and he gets his color. So once they're yours, they become colorful. And you kind of have to like mate them together. You have to mate the worms together, but there's certain requirements. Like I think you need a house, and you lead them to each other. It's not gonna work right now because they don't have a house. But they go to each other, and they worms. So maybe it's not the best game for kids. I take that back. I don't know. If you haven't matured, it's based on maturity, I guess. So yeah, let me show you my other garden, which is already filled with animals. Okay, so this is what it looks like once your garden is already filled with stuff. Like here's a snake, here's a fly, a bird, the worm house, and like I said, when you have to breed them or mate them, I don't know the word. I don't want to say the. I don't want to. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, the worm goes with the other worm, and they go into the house. And there's like a little mini game, and there's like some music. And as the animals get more valuable, like this is like a level 1 animal, so it's not that valuable. But once you get like a higher level animal, the games become harder, and there's more of these pumpkin things that make you explode, and it's just harder. It's like a maze, and it just gets harder to find the other animal. But yeah, you can't see, but there's another worm right there. And so yeah, for some reason there's an egg, and then it's like a baby pinata, and it's pretty crazy, pretty colorful, happy game. This is one of my favorite animals. It's a higher level animal, and it was a little bit harder to get, and it's a really happy game. And here's an ant. Oh my goodness. I've actually been trying to get this ant for a while. I've been trying to get an ant. It's supposed to eat some food. As you can see, like I mentioned before, the requirements has eaten 3 fruit of any kind. But I wanted to eat more, but it depends on how the animal is feeling. So I guess it doesn't want to eat fruit. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe it is going to eat more. No, it ran out. But, oops, sorry. And here's another house. The houses, yeah, there's a house for each type of animal. Like I mentioned, there's an egg that turns into the baby Pinata. Reveal the building. And there's a different house for different animals. So this one's for the fly. It's called a taff fly. This one's for the bumblebee, a buzzle gum. But a buzzle gum. And so you do the same dance like I showed you for the worm, the whirlums. And there's one for the bumblebee, and there's one for the fly. And okay, yeah, so it gets pretty crazy, and they start fighting, and you have to break them apart. And oh look, there's the baby worm right there. Oop, right there. It's not full size yet. And there's characters, and there's like a whole side story. And here's a white animal, like I mentioned in the beginning. They start off white, and as you progress, they get a lot cooler, and as they get higher level animals, they start looking cooler as compared to this worm, which is like a level 1, the first one you get. So yeah, I'm still new to this, So I'm deciding how I'm gonna play this out or what I'm gonna do. I might leave what games you want me to play in the description. Games that I have. I don't know. I might do that. I might not. We'll see. Uh, I need to edit this video a little bit. And next video might be Silent Hill.